Hello everyone, this is Flammy and welcome back. It has been a very long time since we've been here with Derp's base, but that is right, I am back with my high level account Derp. We are nearly level 72 now, and it has probably been close to 10 levels since the last time. And we're here for an update and a couple attacks for some high level gameplay. So, why am I back on Derp? Well, I've got some fun news for you guys, and that is I now have an iPad, so I'm going to be recording some nice high quality videos on my iPad. Makes it easier for me to play, makes it nicer for you guys to watch, higher resolution, and all around a win, basically. Hopefully it will be easy to record as well. This is going to be my first video recorded on it, so hooray for that. We have some new things. I think I'll talk about them in a minute while we're waiting for troops to train. And first, let's go on the attack and, I don't know, try to get some resources. I just started a pretty big, nearly 2 million gold upgrade for a wizard tower. Just yesterday, I think it was. So, I'm pretty low on the resources after starting that, but we can look for some good counts to try to steal from someone out here. I am using my favorite healer giant army, although I've only got 18 giants. I wonder what happened with that right there. Mostly looking for gold, just because it's easier to spend. I don't think I'll be able to start any constructions by the end of this video, but maybe if we get particularly lucky. We'll see how it goes. One big thing to note is I do have a Barbarian King. I have gotten this completely legitimately and have not spent any gems on it whatsoever. So, level 1 Barbarian King. Ooh, that's a good count right there. And I'm also collecting Dark Elixir to get up to the second level. Okay, this is a high level stuff. It's not amazingly high for a Town Hall 9. And they do have an air defense in the middle, though, which is rather disappointing. I'm trying to decide if I actually can get into this and get some resources. Well, I'm going to test one thing. I think I'm going to try to attack and see how many resources are on the outside. I don't think there's going to be any, and then I'll probably have to attack more heavily. Oh, don't attack the army camp. I think that said the right amount. I'm not sure how much that actually said, because I wasn't glancing at the exact right spot, because that crossbow killed it way too quickly. Trying to decide if I actually want to continue this attack. I don't think I do. Yeah, with only 13 elixir, I would have had to break into the middle, and I definitely couldn't have 3-starred that. I could have probably taken out a good chunk of the storages if I did a good job, but it was just risky enough I didn't want to do that. I also don't mind dropping trophy counts a little bit. I'm decently high, and the only real reason for me to be high in the trophy counts is to find Dark Elixir, because as you know, Dark Elixir is a high-level resource, and you're only going to find it at the higher trophy counts. You want to say something?
No, I'm just so high right now.
High at life.
So high.
I might edit that part out. Okay, here's looking like a decent one. About 100,000 of each resource. And two air defenses, although the one on the left is fairly sort of out of the way. For example, we could possibly break into the one on the right and then move right from there. Maybe. Although I don't think that would happen with a mortar. No. Yeah, for the amount of resources, I don't think it's going to be worth it for that one. I'm going to skip that. So what would have happened is I could have broken in to the one on the right, but then the problem would have been all the guys would have gone left for the other mortar. However, this one looks great with 160,000 gold, so I'm glad I skipped that previous one. I'm only seeing one air defense, which means... Oh, there's another one at the bottom, but so exposed it doesn't even matter. We're definitely going to attack this guy. We're going to attack into the air defense on the top, put down one archer, start taking that out down here. That guy might die, actually. No, he didn't. Good news for level 5 giants, or level 5 wall breakers. They got extra health. Put down the healer as soon as the air defense is down. The giants will start ripping through all the defenses as normal. Level 5 troops will start assisting. I don't rely on my infantry to also help with the attack. Instead, I was mostly waiting on the giants to kill everything and the healer to keep them alive. So, as you saw there, the giants split up. Some went for the archer tower, and some went for the wall. And then, as soon as both were dead, they all grouped up again, which is really good news. I mean, I could tell that was going to happen. There's actually no other possibilities. Okay, 2 giants went the other way. That doesn't matter. Hopefully the healer doesn't stay on them, because that would be a waste of time. I'm going to deploy guys more heavily out here. I probably should have checked for clan castle troops, although it doesn't look like there are any. So, one benefit right there. Haven't played in a while. Guess I'm a little rusty. Ooh, Mortar Mauler level 1. So that is the new achievement that was added in the last update. sort of interesting right there is that is for killing, I believe, 25 mortars for the first level. I wonder what the second level is. Haven't actually gotten that on Derpy. Healer is unfortunately very distracted on some healing some infantry. Very disappointing. Looks like the Giants are still alive, though, doing pretty good jobs. So I'm going to deploy more infantry down here to help out. Mostly I want the Giants to destroy the Wizard Tower, distract the Wizard Tower, and then I can use the infantry to help kill stuff. I'll put in the Goblins in a minute. Okay, actually, so the healer's getting shot by the Tesla and the Wizard Tower. As soon as it gets out of the range of the Tesla right now, it's going to stay alive forever, because the Wizard Tower does no damage pretty much at all, which is great news. There are 2 Teslas under construction in the center. Doesn't really matter, though. It will slow down the Giants, but fortunately they're leaving that to last, which isn't sort of necessarily how they work. It's just luck right there. Ooh, is the Wizard going to stay alive? Oh, the Wizard stays alive with a hair right there. Hair of health left. The Wizard Tower went down just in time. Either way, it probably would have been fine. I think it would have worked out. I'm debating deploying more Goblins, but you know what? I don't need to, considering all the resources are now taken. While we might not 3-star this guy, we're going to certainly get close, and with all the resources, I mean, we're missing 107 gold from this level 11 mine in the bottom right. So, yeah, there's no reason to deploy more guys just to take out that little bit of stuff. 107 resources wouldn't even pay for 1 Goblin. As it looks like, though, looks like our archers are going to be able to clean up and get in there pretty fast, so done indeed. 3-starred, so 100% of the base destroyed. 165,000, and that looks good. Let's head back and retrain our army.
Badass.
Okay, so we do have some Giants finishing up. That is good. I also already had a healer queued up, so it is already done, so that helps out. Okay, we need to do 1 wall breaker. I deployed all of my barbarians, so we need to do 10 in each. Did not deploy any goblins, so I think I'll just start off with like 10 archers, then I'll balance. I have had some questions about how this actually works. Basically, this is how I do this. So, I put the same number of troops in each one, and then I look at the total training time. So that's on the top right above the gem counter if you're going to instantly buy the troops. So then I'll even out the time for that. So, for example, I will set them all to be 10 minutes or 12 minutes, and then I'll look at how many archers are left. So, for example, right here, all these should be 8:45. So that one was 8:45, this one's 8:42, and this one's 8:40. So you get the fact that they're within 5 seconds. That's great. So this one's a bit short, so we'll add a couple archers to this guy. Bring him up to just close to 8:40. Okay, so this guy's going to be about 8 seconds behind the others, but that's alright. So now what we do, that these are all even, now we look at our total training capacity. So we're at 193 out of 200. So that is 7 troops. So let's distribute these 7 archers equally among these barracks. So that's going to be 2 in 3 of them and 1 in the last one. And actually, because this one is the slowest, I'm only going to put the single one in that, which should put us relatively even for our training times. And then as soon as all this is queued, I will edit out the video so you guys don't have to wait 8.5 minutes for these troops to train. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, everyone, welcome back. So I'm going to talk about our base before we move on to the next attack, while the last few minutes the troops are training. So first off, we did get an achievement in the last battle, so I'm going to go collect that. So haven't gotten any achievements in a long time. You get them very infrequently when you're at the top trophy count, but we have destroyed 25 mortars now, so, 5 whole gems. Yeah, not that many, but you know what? Every little bit helps. Okay, so I do have 4 workers on this account, and for those of you who have not watched any of my other high-level videos with Derp here, I have bought $10 worth of gems before I started making videos. So I did get my worker that way, my 4th worker that way, and I got 3 workers just through achievements and collecting slowly for everything else. So I do have 4 workers to play with. I do try to keep 1 inactive at all times, so I can spend money on walls, or just generally be flexible. So if I suddenly feel like raiding and I get 2 million gold, I can start an upgrade when that happens. Just sort of my playstyle, and it works really well with me when I've got 2 accounts. And I'm not playing one super actively or super consistently all the time. Okay, so what is going on currently? Since the last video, I have pretty much maxed out almost all of my, I have maxed out all my gold mines, so all of them are level 11, and I've maxed out most of my elixir collectors. I've only got a couple left that are 10. As you can see, one is upgrading right here, this one is 10, then this one is 10, and this one is 10, everything else is 11. So yes, that is going forward. I do have Elixir Drill, level 2. So this has really helped for getting the Dark Elixir up for the Barbarian King. I did want to point out one thing. that was part of the last update was this radius for the Barbarian King. It actually moves with him. Oop, I mean, meant to select him and let him walk around. Whenever you click on him, he sort of does that grrr thing. But as you can see, as he walks around, the radius moves. That's his activation radius when someone attacks the base. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Just show you how it works here. It's only level 1, and they also did really improve this in terms of how often, how fast it heals. So that's been a great improvement as well. So I think I might be using that in this next attack. I generally try not to use it when they'll take damage unless I think it's needed or that helpful, just because I don't. Otherwise, you do have to heal and take an hour. And if you do skip that, well, then it goes right away, and you can use it for defense. So I'll explain more about what I mean by that later, but let's talk about what else is new. So I do have 2 level 10 cannons, these nice gold cannons. They look really fancy compared to like the level 9s. I put them inside the walls. They are pretty much the best defense at this point. Archer Tower isn't as good. My Archer Tower is sort of lacking behind. And while it looks like I'm pretty high level, I'm honestly not that close to going up to Town Hall 9. I'd rather max out everything first, and then get Town Hall 9 later. That's just what I'd rather do to make sure my defenses are fully up to strength. As you saw, that Town Hall 9, which I considered attacking, well, I checked their resources. That base was had worse defenses than I do, and they're a higher Town Hall level, which just means they've rushed through it, and my base has much better defenses, which makes it harder to attack. Anyways, our army is ready to go once again, so let's head on out. I think I do have 18 giants this time, so didn't make that mistake like before with 17. Not that it really mattered. As you saw, we didn't have much of a problem killing the base. So, Barbarian King and attacking. So, if the Barbarian King takes any damage, then you will have to heal him up. And it takes the full amount of time, I do believe, the full hour, to heal, even if it's only like 1 damage out of his 1500. So I try not to use him except in situations when I either 1 need to use him in the attack, or 2 I just deploy him towards the end of the battle when all the defenses are dead anyway, so he's not going to take damage. One important thing to note is you can use the healer or heal spells to try to heal him up to save that time. So that definitely is of consideration. You can definitely do that if you would rather do that and you want him back right away and don't want to spend gems to heal him. So keep an eye out on that if you were not aware about that fact. So once again, looking for gold. With 500,000 gold, we could do like 1 level 8 wall upgrade, which isn't that effective. So I'll probably just save it up until we can do defenses later. But yeah, in terms of what sort of videos I'll be doing, I'm going to be doing a combination of high-level videos and derpy videos. That's my Let's Play lower-level account, as well as I'm going to try to be doing more subscriber-based reviews and question-and-answer videos, both of which I have been meaning to do, but haven't really been doing just because I've been busy lately. So, looking for a base here, still going through. I'll be talking more about these bases now. Not enough resources on most of these. Town Hall 7s, like, this one would be so easy to attack. They could potentially have some interesting spring traps in here, but the fact is the air defenses are just too low level and too exposed to matter at all to my healer. Okay, so there's a good count. Once again, a Town Hall 9. However, their air defense are both on the left and right, and let's see if they have a third. I think they might be under construction down here. So, I could attack this. Where's the gold going to be located? Looks like it's all going to be in the center in the storages. The crossbow is set to shoot air. However, this doesn't matter very much because it will focus on the giants. I think I'm going to attack this guy. Yeah, let's do it. First I'm going to check for clan castle guys. There's no great way to draw them out, and if there are some, it's going to be a problem. Yeah, that's going to sort of suck. Whatever, I'm just going to sort of bite the bullet and go for it. Clan castle guys are coming out, Barbarian King is coming out, blah blah blah. You know, I think I'm going to use a Barbarian King in this case. Deploy, please. Thank you. So he's got a Barbarian King level 1. I've got a Barbarian King level 1. We all got Barbarian Kings level 1. Infantry is attacking. So as you saw, the Giants went down, took out those 2, and then I had him go through there. I did use a wall breaker thinking I might go up, but then I sort of changed my mind afterwards, so I decided not to deploy a second to bust through the walls. I'm going to deploy more guys out here to help take out stuff. Yes, stuff is a technical correct term for these things. Deploy things to take out other things. Basically, the infantry is going to take out these things so the giants don't get distracted coming through the walls. So as you see right here, we need to take out these defenses so they actually go through the correct walls and don't come outside. I want them to stay focused in there. Looks like their Barbarian King won due to the defenses. That sort of sucks. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I probably should have deployed more archers up there. I just wasn't really looking. Healer died to a crossbow. Yeah, this isn't working so hot. Yeah, what went wrong here? Well, I sort of underestimated the value of their defenses when shooting my Clan Castle guys and Barbarian King. That was definitely part of it. I could deploy more heavily, it's just really not going to be worth it, though. I did get some resources from the mines. There wasn't a terrible amount, it just wasn't a ton either. So yeah, this attack was definitely a failure. The reason why I wasn't going to attack more heavily was because the mortars in the center, I just wouldn't be able to break in with pure infantry. They would just group up too much and die. Yeah, lessons learned. Don't do that. Let's see, I think I got like 50,000, a bit more. Okay, yeah, 56,000. So that was pretty much a break-even attack. I basically converted my elixir army into gold, so yeah, boring. Not very good, but you know what? Lessons learned, always good. I sort of thought that my giants would break into the center, and then they didn't. So I probably should have looked closer at how their pathfinding would have worked, and then I probably would have realized I wouldn't have. But yes, Barbarian King is healing for the next 55 minutes. Something interesting to note there is they actually start healing as soon as you deploy them, I believe, or as soon as you go into battle, one of the two. Because you'll notice, like, that battle, like, it's a maximum of 3 minutes long, so they couldn't have healed for 5 minutes to take it down to 55 minutes total during just that battle. So yeah, something a little interesting there. Stats glitch doesn't affect anything, and it affects everyone equally, so it's not really a problem or glitch or abuse per se. So that's going to wrap up this episode with 600,000 gold. I'm just going to hold on to that and rely on my defenses to protect it moving forward. I'm going to let the defenses protect it, and then we can try to gain more in a future video, or perhaps off video, to then spend it on some important big defense, likely a wizard tower, an archer tower, a cannon. I can't do the mortars anymore, they're max. Probably one of those, perhaps an air defense. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to do my air defenses up to 5 before the next town hall level. Probably I will, but not sure how soon that will happen. Or a Tesla. Those are all the options. Those are what I'm most likely to spend it on. Of course, there's others, like walls and stuff, but those are my top priorities. Anyways, guys, if you have not subscribed, you should think about subscribing. I do put out a video for Clash of Clans at least once a day. If you're already subscribed, thank you very much. I love you. Please stay subscribed and show your support by liking and commenting on this video. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.